like lots of things happening together means I didn't get you.
Sir, sir, we need to do our self studies and all other subjects, so we can't take the time out. We need some proper time for that. And
Mm-hmm.
by myself, I cannot do. I need to I need to create an environment with all of our group member can help each other. So it's not happening right now. The coordination is not getting set up right.
Okay.
So by the end, I can say by the end of mid, by the end of August or mid August, we can make the whole PPT about basic PPT of basic guide of Python by the end of August or mid August. Before that, it's not possible.
Okay, because no problem. Because we were supposed to complete this subject by next week. So what will happen that in upcoming time you will have more subject, more important
Sir,
subject. Okay.
sir, but
So
sir, I can pass the guide to you, no, so you can use it or you can do. I can pass it to any time, no. So you are there in Python lab. It is also related to Python also.
no, it is you are right. It may be related to the Python, but what is my concern is that how you will, let's say, represent it for DTPS. So my current concern is about DTPS. So actually, we wanted to wind up the DTPS, so you can focus on you can say other subject other than DTPS. My only concern is that I don't have any other concern.
So, sir, in that guide PDF, sir, I need to do all the basic things of Python or only the things which I presented on that day.
So there you are supposed to create the guide only for let's say you are supposed
Basic,
to create only general purpose guide. Okay, so
yet mean basic,
yes,
basic, the base of the Python.
not base of the Python. Let's say the logic and programming is in India. Programming is independent of technology.
Okay, sir, I got it. I got it, sir. Like that, sir. I need to explain with some few more examples and related
Yes,
to
exactly. So I'm not
and
asking
related.
you to. Yes, I'm not
Okay,
asking
okay,
you
sir.
to prepare it for the
So I
entire
will do
Python
it
course.
by next week or maybe 10 to
Hmm.
12 days. I
Yes,
can
yes,
do.
yes. Okay, I hope you are clear that I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want
Right
Python
now I'm
specific,
clear.
but
Right now I'm
we
clear.
want general, so which can be
Sir,
applicable to any.
I need to make it simple so that everyone can understand. That's it.
Yes, 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 exactly. Very good.
Not going by not getting complex about.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Got it.
Okay. Yes, another group is BD8, BD9, and AI57. Yes, so I think
Yes, sir.
you people were working on some anti-rep kind of mechanism, anti-rep solution.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. So uh, no problem. I hope you people are you started work means you started working on it at ground. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then next is BD7, AI4, 7 and 71.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I think you people, your definition is defected currency not detection.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And in hope you people have started working on it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. And next is Android app for Robinhood Army. So BD4, 5 and AI 69.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I hope you
Yes, sir.
people have also started working on this.
Sir, are we supposed to make any application like that?
Actually, let me tell you in 5 10 minutes. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Now, Big data 6, big data 10, big data 11 and big data 2. Big data 6, 10, 11 and 2. Any student from this group? Big data 6, 10, 11 and 2. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Got it, got it. You will present it after 10:30 or 11 around. No problem. Now, have you seen that I have uploaded lab manual into Google Classroom? How many of you have checked it? I uploaded DTPS manual. Yes. So, how many of you have checked it? So let me tell you that what you people are supposed to do. I think everything is clear there, but still let me repeat it once so you can have idea that what is going on. Lab manual DTPS. Okay, is it visible to all of you? Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's try to understand that what we are supposed to do. This is the lab manual which you are supposed to fill or which you are supposed to complete for this subject. Okay. Now in this week I will create another assignment for you people where you are supposed to upload the screenshot of your design thinking course progress. Okay, so I will set some task and you are supposed to complete the task. Let's say 1 week or 2 week activity you are supposed to complete. Okay, now here you have to give team name whatever you want to give, then your teammate name and enrollment number. Let's move forward. So the purpose of this manual is to explore the, you can say, need of sorry, the purpose of this solution manual is to explore the design thinking and problem solving skills. Okay, so how to improve it and how to correctly identify the problem statement and how to work on it, so that we are going to do in this manual. So let's start. We will start with the discovery. Okay, understanding the challenge. Okay, so first find the opportunity for design being by noticing the problem. Okay, so from where uh, we will notice the problem. So from AEIOU, okay, you have to notice the problem. You have to find out the definition that you how you are going to, or which problem you are facing, or which problem is observed by you. Okay, next, flip this statement into the possible design challenge. Okay, so here you will specify the abstract solution of the problem. Okay, not detailed solution. So whatever possible alternatives are there, okay, then you can mention all those solutions or alternatives into this second part. Okay, now let's move forward. Create a project plan. So in project plan, we will have three things: sketch out the end goal, then define the indicators of success, and establish constraints. Okay, so sketch out the end goals means your ultimate output, which you are expecting by implementing that project. Okay, define the indicator of success. So how you will measure that you have properly achieved it or not. Okay, so which will be the measuring parameter for it that you specify. The next is establish constraints. So here you specify that what will be the limitations and all those things for your system. Now, next, write a brief plan. So here you will specify detailed description of problem, whatever you have observed. Okay, so whatever problem definition you have find, okay, that problem definition description you will specify here. The next is challenge questions. So out of this description, what can be the problem statement? Okay, which are the challenge question? Which are the questions which are responsible for, let's say, these issues? So that you have to specify over here. Then share what you know. So here you will, in this section, you will specify two things: what you already know and what you would like to learn in future. Okay, so in what you already know, this is in terms of, let's say, this is in regards of the problem, whatever you have addressed in previous section or challenge question, or you can say write a brief plan. So whatever your domain knowledge is there regarding or related to that particular problem, that you have to specify, we already know in this section. After that, what we want to know. So, which technology you want to explore, or which domain, other domain you want to explore, which can be helpful to you and defining or finding out the solution for these problems. Then, define your audience. So here there will be two type of audience. Okay, the core audience and extended audience. So how you will say that which are the core audience and which will be the extended audience? The audience which is directly affected by your, let's say, solution. So those will be the core audience. And who will be the extended audience? The audience which will be indirectly affected by your problem solution. Those will be the extended audience. Okay, so this is something like, let's say you are solving problem for any organization. Okay, but by that solution, it will be also helpful to some other activity. Okay, so then that other activity or the other people will be extended audience, and the entity or the people for whom you are solving this issue, they will be the core audience. Okay, so here you will try to specify that who will be your direct user, or the which entity or which users will be directly affected by your solution. So that you have to specify over here, core audience. And in extended audience, indirectly, the people who are going to be affected indirectly. Now next is discovery. So after defining problem and possible alternate or solutions, uh, and finding out the audience, you will start working on it. But how you will work? So first you will go with the prepare research, means you will prepare the foundation for problem. So that is identify source of inspiration. So here you can see we have discussed here, we have mentioned multiple questions. Okay, so which kind of questions are there? Who are all the people involved in the in your topic? Okay, direct or indirect. Who might represent extreme behavior related to your topic? So here you have to mention all the users which will be affected by your topic. Here you have to specify the direct user or the user which are going to be affected directly. Okay, then which expert do you want to meet with to learn more about this topic? So here you specify the some domain expert, okay, who will guide you in a particular problem. Okay, and then list the candidate that you think will provide the most inspiration. So from out of listing means after listing all of this, you will try to find out that which five or three users will play a very key role, or it will give you inspiration to find solution for this. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of this? Now, purpose of this is to if you go with the direct user, then they will tell you their experience. Okay, so that we will discuss in upcoming part. Okay, and the purpose of expert is that they will guide you. Okay, and in many case, indirect user, or you can say normal users will helpful to you in defining some additional feature, or let's say by your solution or by improving your solution, you may introduce some more byproduct as a part of solution, which is helpful to the user. Now next, after specifying 3 to 5 users, what you will do, you will select any 4 type of user. Now here any 4 user. So here whenever you are selecting user, make sure you select the user from different categories. Okay, means direct user, or let's say extreme user. Next is indirect user or normal user, and third one is expert. So just try to include minimum 1 people from each group, means user, extreme user, and expert. Okay, and then whatever is convenient, that fourth user you can take either from the user or extreme user, or you can say expert. Now after that, after specifying all these things, okay, after deciding it, you will put the description of individual user. Okay, that what is their behavior. Okay, then what is the knowledge, what is their skill, how they are dealing with the issue, what is the problem which or which are the problem which is caused by a particular problem which you have observed. Okay, or which are the issues which are caused by the problem which you have observed. So all those things you are going to mention in user description. Okay, here you can mention minor to minor detail if you wish, that age of the user. Okay, then let's say education qualification. Okay, this kind of detail you can mention into the user description. Now build a question guide. So here what you will do for individual user, you will prepare these 3 set of question. Now which are those 3 set? Okay, so first one is how you will start conversation with them. Okay, so which initial question you will ask them, so your conversation will start. Then here mainly you will focus on question. Then go broad, means what you will do in next stage of question. Here you will ask more question related to your problem. Okay, so you will just try to know the individual person's hopes, fears, and ambitions, means their expectation for the solution. And last one is probe deep. So if you find any problem, or let's say hope or fear interesting, okay, then you can focus on it, and then you can ask more questions related to it. Okay, so here you see that still now we are in information gathering phase. We will collect the information from the user. Next is build a question guide. Okay, so that same thing is, so previously we have done this for 4 user, okay, which we have selected in uh, identify the source of inspiration. So those four, that the same thing we are going to repeat for all those 4 user. User type 1, user type 2, user type 3, and user type 4. After that, we will gather the inspiration. So what is the need of inspiration, or how we are going to do it? So in gathering the inspiration, there will be inspiration notes. So what is meaning of it? Inspiration note means whatever you have asked to that user. Okay, so and whatever you have noted down uh, in the response to your question. Okay, so all the observations and quotes you will mention here, and then you will try to interpret that observation into your own word. Okay, so here, let's say if user is saying that it was very fearful, okay, and user is facing issue, let's say because of weight is too much. Okay, so what you can say in interpretation that the user cannot lift much more weight. Okay, a user is afraid of night. So this kind of interpretation. So from observation, you have to convert those observation into some meaningful sentence, that is interpretation. So the same thing you are going to do for user 1, 2, 3, and 4. After that, uh, next is capturing your learning. So here, immediately after interviewing, be sure to capture your learning, means capture one observation, story, highlight, or quote per worksheet, and use the prompt to guide you. So here, whatever you have written, okay, in observation, and from all those observation, whatever observation, or which one observation is very interesting for you, or which may be very or which may be inspirational for you to solve that problem, that you have to mention in here. Okay, so here, who did you meet? So user 1, all the detail of user 1 again you will repeat here. What is the most memorable and surprising? So here you can see from this observation you will try to categorize into two things, uh, that what was the most memorable or surprising means good memory. What did this participant care about the most means the way participant is dealing, or it is facing that it is handling the issue, and then what frustrated him or her. So this will be the sad part. These are the problem which is faced by the user. Okay, and any other noticeable thing. So if user has mentioned any outlier thing during your interview, then you have to mention here. Next is so the same thing you have to repeat for user type 2, user type 3, and user type 4. Next, sharing the inspiring stories. So here, as you can read in the description, that take turns sharing stories of people you talked to or the places you visited while listening to your team. Capture their stories and observation on worksheet. Using a separate worksheet per thought, capture the most interesting learnings here. So here, learning from another team, learning from another team, and learning from another team. So meaning of this is whatever observation of the whatever storytelling part of the individual user, let's say individual team member is there. Okay, from all those the interesting stories you have to mention here. Okay, now what is meaning of interesting stories? So whatever their observation or whatever they have learned, that you have to mention over here. Next, find the theme. Excuse me. So what is in find the themes? Here you will try to interrelate the items. Okay, so uh, what is meaning of interrelation? So we have observed previously in previous lectures we have discussed that if we want to specify the interaction, okay, then users and objects. So using user and object we will specify the interaction. So there will be interrelation, or you can say interconnection between this user and object, and it will specify some activity or interaction. So here same thing you are supposed to do, that whatever information you have gathered, all those things, whatever common observation is there which you have observed in all the users, okay, that you will specify here. So that is headline. So cluster related worksheet around theme that you notice. So you will just try to categorize the you will just try to categorize the information, let's say whatever you have collected, and small category you will merge, and then you will have some concrete categories. So let's say if you are dealing with if we discuss about mm, detecting currency no sorry, detecting the defected currency note. Okay, so in that case, let's say which are the what they have observed. So previously it was happening that we will put defected currency not in plastic bag, and then we will give it to the person. Okay, otherwise many players people will put that tap, or you can say cellotape on the um, currency note. Many will use paste super glue to repair the knots, and so all those things we will do in case of let's say uh, in case of observation. So now here what we will do, whatever small actions are there, whatever small observations are there, whatever small techniques are there, we will try to categorize into least number of category. Okay, for example, how people are dealing with the currency note. So some of them will use the additional material, some of will not use additional material. Okay, someone will keep it as it is. So this kind of thing will be specified uh, in this search for meaning or finding the themes. Now next is make sense of finding. So take a closer look at your theme and find the overlap, pattern and tensions as they relate to each other. Can you group several of them in larger categories? So as I told you previously that we will, whatever actions are there, whatever observations are there, we will try to categorize into certain categories. Okay, and whatever outlier learning is there, whatever outlier thing you observe, that you will mention here. Next is defining the insight. Okay, so whatever activity you have done in previous stage, okay, in research stage, whatever data you have collected, from all those you will try to create the point of view. Okay, POV. So what is POV? User plus need plus interesting learning, as well as you can incorporate outlier learning, or let's say exceptional learning. So here, from whatever ideas or alternatives you find out, although for all those, you will specify the insight or POV. Now frame the opportunity. Here you will try to ideate. Now what is meaning of ideate? Ideate is how you are going to solve it. So here you will specify that which are the possible alternatives for single problem. Okay, previously what we have discussed, which are the different alternatives for problem. Okay, now here we will try to discuss that which are the possible alternatives for a particular solutions. Okay, how we can solve a particular problem. So all those things you will mention here in framing the opportunities. Then here make insight actionable. So many times what will happen whenever you will find out all the possible solutions, in that case it may happen that all the solutions are not possible. Okay, for example, if we take the example of let's say that coding, yes, coding management skills, or let's say coding guide. Okay, so in that case one solution is AI based solution. Okay, where computer will teach user to write code. Okay, so it will take very long time, as well as it is not that much feasible because we don't have idea about every programming language. So in that case you can do one thing, that we have to go with some manual guide. Okay, and which should be followed by user. Okay, so out of all possible alternatives, you will select any specific solution, and for that you will try to specify uh, the the way you are going to solve it. Then create the visual reminder. So again, this is nothing but mapping of AEIOU into some visual representation. So previous it is known as canvas. So here you will try to create canvas kind of thing, where you will put everything together and then you will try to relate items. Excuse me. Generate idea. So after specifying the solution, after focusing on specific solution, you will start again thinking, or you will start working on how you will work on a specific problem. So for that you will do the brainstorming, and from that brainstorming you will try to write that best two ideas, okay, which you can implement for that particular problem solution. Okay, and how might we? So here you will specify that how you have solved it. So two ideas and the way you can implement those ideas. So after implementing it, you will evaluate your ideas. Okay, two idea. So how you will evaluate value, need, challenge, and barrier. So there are some say example, or you can say sample questions. Let's say what get you excited about it, what is the most important value for your audience, okay, and what is the real need that is addressing, and which are the part of challenge and barrier. Make a list of all challenges and barrier you are facing with your ideas, means limitations or the problem difficulties which you are facing, what are you missing. Okay, then who would oppose the idea, and what will be the most difficult to overcome. Okay, so here this is something like defining the constraint of your solution. So this thing you are going to repeat for two ideas. Then you will prepare the prototype, a small working model of your idea. Okay, so for both model we will try to prepare a prototype, and then you will mention the implementation and all those details into this documentation. And here in this square box you can put the photograph of your working model prototype. So for two idea you will prepare the prototype, and at last there will be the final comment or conclusion, so where you will put whatever you have learned till now. Okay, what will be the limitation, what will be the solutions, okay, how it will be useful to users, or whatever activity you have done. For all those activity you specify uh, conclusion into this portion, that is synthesis. So I hope all of you are clear with this, whatever I have just tried to explain you. Okay, clear, all of you? All of you clear with this? Okay, let me tell you another thing, that this lab manual should be filled team wise, not individually. Okay, so all the team members have to work together, and then you have to fill up the, let's say that DTPS lab manual. Okay, so one idea for filling up this lab manual is to, you can share your lab manual with, it means you can upload it in Google Doc, and then you can share it with your friends, or your teammates, and then you can start working on it. So all of you clear with this? So in today's lab, what you people are supposed to do? You people are supposed to fill this lab manual. Okay, we are having 10:16, so you people are having time up to 11:30, means an hour and 50 minutes to fill up the lab manual. So you can start working on it. If you are facing any issue anywhere, then you can let me know. You should have submit. You have to submit it by next week, next Saturday. Okay, so on 8th August. So start working on it. If you are having any issue, then you can put it in chat. So I will try to answer it. Yes, she is having. Everyone has to submit individually, or one member of the group to submit. So it is actually submission in group. So group wise only one manual. Clear, Yash?
Yes, sir.
If anybody is having any doubt, then they can ask question. Otherwise, you can continue filling that lab manual, DTPS lab manual. Okay. Sir, can you give the sample manual of this? It would help us a lot. So let me ask to, let's say, faculty who have taught previously. So if we would have that sample manual, then I will share with you.
Hello? Hello?
I hope all of you are doing this activity.
Sir, we are ready with our presentation. I'm come back again.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Repeat.
We are ready with our presentation, sir.
Okay, so let's start your presentation.
Sir, it's visible, sir?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So here a problem is in impact on agriculture due to COVID-19. Last time we have completed our AIOU. So here is our problem. And my name is Bipin Kantaria. And I am starting from this. My group members are Rohan Chorada, Yasachi Jadeja, and Manav Gathani. So I am starting from here. Impact on agriculture due to COVID-19. मतलब कि अभी कोविड 19 चल रहा है तो एग्रीकल्चर पे भी इसका बहुत इम्पेक्ट पड़ रहा होगा। वैसे एक तरह से अच्छा ही है क्योंकि व्हीकल्स नहीं निकल रहे हैं, सब घर पे है तो पॉल्यूशन कम है, उस हिसाब से फायदा भी हो रहा है और एक तरह से नुकसान भी हो रहा है। अगर लोग हम देखें कि लोग फार्मिंग नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, कुछ जगह पे ऐसे जा नहीं पा रहे हैं, कुछ ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे पौधों का इन्होंने मतलब उनको किया तो है लेकिन उनको पानी नहीं दे पा रहे, तो उन पे उसका बैड इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है। सो इम्पैक्ट ऑन एग्रीकल्चर ड्यू टू कोविड एंड माय नेक्स्ट स्लाइड इज importance of agriculture. Here is the some points I have decided to present here on agriculture. As we all know that agriculture is one of the most important and largest sector in India. इंडिया में बहुत ही मतलब सबसे ज़्यादा ग्रीनरी अभी यहाँ पे इंडिया में है। बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट है क्योंकि इसके ऊपर बहुत सी डिपेंडिंग है। अभी सब टेक्नोलॉजी वगैरह आई है लेकिन उससे पहले जब हम थे तभी तो हम ओनली उन एग्रीकल्चर पे डिपेंडेंट थे, फार्मिंग करते थे, खाते थे, उन सब पे डिपेंडेंट है। ये बहुत बड़ा और खास पार्ट है इंडिया का। आवर कंट्री इज द सेकंड लार्जेस्ट प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ द व्हीट एंड राइस इन द होल वर्ल्ड। हमारा इंडिया इज सेकंड लार्जेस्ट कंट्री, मतलब वो सेकंड कंट्री है बहुत बड़ा जो प्रोड्यूसर है, व्हीट एंड राइस प्रोड्यूस करता है पूरे वर्ल्ड में। सो ये एग्रीकल्चर में ये एक बहुत बड़ा इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है इससे भी। India is an agricultural country as nearly 65% of its population depends on agriculture for its livelihood। मतलब सब लोग सिटी में तो रहते नहीं हैं, बाकी लोग जो गांव गांव में रहते हैं उनके आसपास रहते हैं, कुछ लोग सिटी से गांव ट्रांसफ़र होते हैं, कुछ गांव से सिटी ट्रांसफ़र होते हैं, लेकिन सबके लिए खाना तो चाहिए, उसके लिए फार्मिंग ज़रूरी है, तो वो सब फार्मिंग के लिए गांव में होते हैं, फार्म करते हैं। तो मतलब 65% population depends on agriculture for livelihood। It's provide food, raw material for industries and some product for export। It account for about 20% of the GDP। मतलब कि इससे हमको रॉ मटेरियल मिलता है, सब खाने के लिए मिलता है। रॉ मटेरियल से मेरा मतलब है कि इंडस्ट्री के पास जो वुड जाता है, वुड लकड़ी, वो इंडस्ट्री के लिए बहुत का उससे हम सोफा वगैरह बहुत सी चीज़ें बनाते हैं, होममेड कुछ थिंग्स में भी वो बहुत काम आता है। उससे कुछ काफ़ी सारा जो रॉ मटेरियल है वो इंडस्ट्री के लिए खेत से जाता है, फार्मिंग से जाता है, और कुछ जो हम फार्मिंग करते हैं वो चीज़ें भी रॉ मटेरियल एज ए यूज़ होती है दवाइयों में, मेडिसिन विच वी आर मेकिंग दैट। एंड ये अकाउंट्स ऑफ 20% ऑफ जीडीपी, ये जीडीपी के लिए 20% का रखता है। 70% of the rural population directly or indirectly depends on the agriculture। 70% rural population इससे मतलब है कि कोई भी हो, मतलब कितनी भी आपके पास टेक्नोलॉजी हो, कितना भी एआई और बिग डेटा के आप आगे बढ़ जाए, लेकिन आप एआई बिग डेटा से अपना पेट तो नहीं भर सकते। सो आप 70% से मतलब तो 100% बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन अभी ये हिसाब कैलकुलेशन के हिसाब से ये अगर 70% सबको खाना चाहिए, उसके लिए फार्मिंग वगैरह वो ज़रूरी है। एग्रीकल्चर इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग। कुछ भी कर लो, हम कितनी भी टेक्नोलॉजी है, डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली हम डिपेंड तो इन्हीं पर ही है ना। सो हियर इज माई point that 70% of rural population directly or indirectly depends on the agriculture. Next slide is will be presented by my friend Rohan.
Impact due to lockdown. Many days of lockdown have led to losses in the economy and GDPs. Due to the lockdown, the farmers could not get the required labor in the field. The
Yes, yes,
pesticides
carry on.
in the field and the crop also damaged. And price crash for of products, lack of transportation facilities, crop not harvested at proper time. Government announced package, but it was not enough. Many people did not benefit from it. Yield are also low due to the inadequate facilities. The fertility of land was also reduced due to lack of proper soil management. Farmers could not sell their crops because the market was closed. It was becoming very difficult for farmers to maintain crops without pesticides and fertilizers. Improper irrigation. Due to lockdown, seeds were not available for sowing, so sowing was delayed due to non-availability of seeds for sowing due to lockdown.
Okay. Then next slide will be taken by Manav.
Measures that could be taken. Government could have exempted from activities and problems leading to labor shortages and falling prices should be rectified. As lockdown measures have increased, demand has risen for home delivery of groceries and e-commerce. This trend should be encouraged and promoted. The government should have promoted trade by avoiding export bans and import restrictions on agriculture items. Next, farm population must be protected from the coronavirus to the extent possible by testing and social distancing. And they could have continued access to markets with appropriate rate to increase the sale of the product. As the lockdown measures increased, demand has risen for home delivery for groceries and e-commerce. These trends should be encouraged and promoted. Next,
Next slide
Now,
will be taken by my friend Yasraj C. Jadeja.
good morning, friends. I am Isra Singh Jadaga, and the part of solution for these conditions will be taken by me. Next, by the use of modern techniques. So, for farming or agriculture purpose, we can use robots. So, robots can be used at the place of manual labor, which can be used for spraying different chemicals at different plants. So, कई बार अगर हमारे पास मैन पावर या लेबर अवेलेबल ना हो और सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग वगैरह में मेंटेन करनी हो तो हम रोबोट यूज कर सकते हैं स्प्रेइंग डिफरेंट केमिकल्स एट डिफरेंट प्लांट्स. We can also use drones. Drones can be used to remotely irrigate without availability of laborers by the use of modern artificial intelligence technique. तो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस टेक्निक से हम रिमोटली इरिगेट कर सकते हैं हमारे फार्म में ड्रोन की वजह से. नेक्स्ट, सो ड्रोन का एक और यूज है. ड्रोन्स कैन बी यूज टू रिमोटली मैनेज एंड एक्सेस टू द फील्ड फॉर मैपिंग एंड वेरियस अदर एक्टिविटीज. जैसे ड्रोन का यूज हम कर सकते हैं अगर हमारे घर से हमारे फार्म जो खेत है वो दूर है तो हम अपने घर बैठे ड्रोन में कैमरा लगा के देख सकते हैं कि वहाँ कोई एक्टिविटी तो नहीं हो रही, हमें वहाँ जाने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. एंड अनदर इज यूज ऑफ क्लाउड टेक. विथ यूज ऑफ क्लाउड टेक एंड डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट टेक्नोलॉजी we can control multiple devices which could increase the production of uses of machineries. एक क्लाउड टेक से हम एक डिवाइस से काफी अलग डिवाइस कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं जो हमारे लिए आसान होगा. Next, or we can use modern machineries to be used in agriculture. जैसे कि हमारे पास कुछ एग्जांपल है यहाँ पे, मॉडर्न कंबाइनर हो गया, मॉडर्न शेलर हो गया, मॉडर्न हार्वेस्टर होगा, मॉडर्न स्प्रे मशीन होगी, जो कि हमारे जो अभी प्रेजेंट है ट्रैक्टर वगैरह या फिर मैनुअल लेबर से ज़्यादा एफिशिएंट है, तो हम इनका यूज़ कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट. थैंक यू.
So here is my some points which we have not included in the PPT. So we have talked about the drones and the AI intelligence and technology, but the point is everyone not can afford it. Like farmer are not can afford the money for to farming. So how could they afford the machines or a drone like that in technology? So here we can the government is a
Yes,
funding
government
for.
can run some policies which will be helpful for farmers who cannot do farming or who do not have that much money to buy these accessories.
So you people will provide them this service, right?
Yes, sir.
Government will provide, sir.
Government also will that provide. Government
Will
have some
help.
policies. Some other countries or some companies have that they are producing or they are funding for it to grow up the farming industry.
Mm-hmm.
So we can take help from them, or and we will also make some like that things. So they will low cost of it, and they can if they want to buy, they can pay by it, divide it the money of cost.
Okay, good. So anyway, this can be a good solution. Okay, but let me tell you that how you are going to fill all those details into the lab manual, because in lab manual we have mentioned lots of things.
क्या sir?
So, yes, today we have discussed lab manual in class.
Okay, sir. We will know about it from our friends because we was not there, and we will do it.
Okay, no problem. Yes, anybody else is having any doubt or any question, then they can ask over here.
सर कोई मैनुअल रेफरेंस के लिए हमें मिलेगी?
Yes, so for the same question is asked by Tushar. Okay, and I have responded that I will ask to the previous faculty. So if they have any manual or reference manual, then they can share with us, because it will be helpful to you. But let me ask them first. Is from Tushar. Sir, we have to fill the lab manual based on the PPT, or we can use some other problem statement. It's okay, no problem. So whatever observation you want to write there related to your problem, you can write there. Because in PPT you may not have consider all the things. I think I have shared doc lab manual. Okay, so you can download it and then you can update it, edit it. So it is editable. Let me. You can see I can write. Hi, hello, how are you? Here also we can write whatever you want to write. Okay, so you can edit it. Clear? There is only one lab manual, team wise. You have to work together and you have to fill one single lab manual for each team. You can divide the work as per your conveniency. No, actually, lab is not over. So this is something like we are doing lab activity in institute. Okay, so you just carry on with filling up the details in lab manual, and then at I think after 20 minutes we will take the attendance. Okay, now let me tell you that we will have classes for DTPS in this week and next week. So maybe it may be possible that next week onwards, DTPS may not be part of your timetable. Okay, so that's the reason that I'm asking all of you to complete this activity as soon as possible. Okay, so once you finish all this thing, then you can put all this thing together, and you don't have to do anything in this subject. Okay, so your one subject will be over. Then you will be focusing on other subject. Clear, Aditya? Yes, yes, yes. Lots of new subject will be means remaining subject may be introduced in 2 to 3 weeks. Aditya, who has sent you the who have sent me the PPT? So I can search using that email address. Anuj, I think Anuj, yes, problem definition PPT. I got it. Anuj, Ayush, Aditya, and Deepan. Got it. I have got it. Yes, last date for submitting manual is next Saturday. Okay, by 8 Saturday, by 8th August, we will complete this activity. Clear?